Man, it's been a minute and I haven't made a video in a long time. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about Skate and my thoughts on the new Skate game. I've been playing the pre-alpha or the insider version of the game, I guess you can call it, for a little bit here, and I want to give you guys my thoughts. So they throw you, as soon as you open the game, this is where they throw you into this little menu that has the missions in the shop. I've done all the missions that you can do. Oh God, she's talking. So we're just gonna go around and we're gonna skate and just do some tricks. Oh my God, you see how it kind of like magnetized me to that rail just now? Or not the rail, but you know what I mean, the sidewalk. I don't have my magnetism for grinding that high, so I don't know why that just happened. But anyway, let me give you some of my thoughts. So the map is full of a bunch of these challenges you can do, and if you can see on the right above my head, there is a level for the area that you're in. So you got Goldcrest Village, I'm level 9 on there. You have Market Mile, I'm level 7 on there. And then you have Hedgemont, where it's easy to max out the level. That's the place where you start at. You also have this area, Brick Switch, but there is no challenges here. I don't know when they're gonna add challenges to this area. I'm guessing when the game is out of early access or sometime during the early access, but for now, there's nothing here other than just skating around. All right, we're gonna try to do this harder one right here, and I'm gonna try and attempt to talk to you guys about my thoughts on the game while playing the game, which might not be as easy as I think it's gonna be. So anyway, you usually choose a challenge, and you can choose to start a co-op if you're in a party or not, and this is like the bulk of the game, to be honest. The bulk of the game is going around doing these challenges every day. You see how there's a timer or a little clock thing on the challenges? This is what you're doing every day you log into Skate. The progression is doing these challenges. So if you're not into that, I don't know if you're gonna be into this game. So let me go ahead and start solo. It tells you what you need to do on the left. You get this AI that tells you something, I don't know. And you go ahead and you do your challenge. Now this AI that talks right there is one of the most annoying things on this game. You can turn her off in the settings, and I definitely, that was the first thing that so what do they want me to do? 3 flip tricks, get a certain score, power slide down the hill. I messed up. I wanna grind that rail. You wanna do it all in one attempt. And usually the challenges are like that, do it all in one attempt. So here we go. We're going to power slide down this hill. I can't get the power slide to be exactly how I wanted. That was kind of ugly, but they counted it. We get the 3 flip tricks in. They probably want me to ollie up these stairs. Oh my God, I can't believe that. That was cleaner than last time. Go ahead and push. Try to get over this. What? So I'll say, the skating actually feels nice. I've played a lot of Skate. Skate 1, Skate 2 specifically. I actually haven't played Skate 3. I refused to play Skate 3 when it came out because it kind of didn't look like how I wanted it to look. It kind of looked too arcadey, and that was my thoughts on Skate 3 when it first came out. So I was like, I'm kind of like over it. I don't really want to play it. I'll just stick, what is going on? I'll just stick to Skate 2, and that's kind of what I did. I was just playing Skate 2 online, random lobbies with friends or just by myself, you know, going into Mega Ramp and stuff like that and just doing cool tricks off the Mega Ramp. That was fun when I was younger. Dang, that was a high pop ollie. I'm just kind of doing kick flips right now. There you go, good line. And you just finish it. I did that all in one attempt, and that's kind of like what you do in this game. They give you a replay. Usually the AI will say something right there, but like I said, I turned the AI off. The voice acting on this game is truly terrible. I can't stand it. I'll say this game don't have a lot of positives. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's fun to play though. I guess that's one of the positives, is that it's pretty fun to play. What is this? It's pretty fun to play, but and the tricks look nice. Like, you know, varial hill flip. The kick flip animations, I feel like they don't pop too high in the air. The ollie height, I don't know. I guess that's a little crazy. You do it like a boned ollie, but if I were to do like a quick ollie or like a normal sized ollie, I guess that's okay looking. It's not like you're on the moon. Sometimes it does feel like you're on the moon, but I don't know. I guess that's okay. and doing the tricks are not too hard. You can hold the tricks, obviously. You can do like double kick flips, triple kick flips. You can do that in the old skate, but now you can do them infinitely. Like if I were to go to a different spot like here. I will say that I like how fast you can fast travel too in the game. The fast travel is, like I said, fast. It actually is fast. So if I were to like go here, right? And I would jump off this and I did a kick flip. You know, it's doing infinite kick flips as long as I hold the button down. I thought I was gonna get that first try and I didn't. Anyway, you can hold your tricks down. The animations look nice. And I think that's kind of where it stops being like a cool game. The skating is fun and that's about it. Let's talk about the art style for a second. I mean, look at the characters. I feel like they just, a lot of people are saying it's like Fortnite or Sims, which, you know, people use the word Fortnite for just, I guess, cartoony, generic looking characters. And they're saying that this art style kind of looks like Fortnite, which I guess I agree. It looks more like Sims than Fortnite to me, but the art style is just not good. I was kind of looking for a more realistic looking art style, but I don't know why they went with this art style in particular. It's kind of weird. On to the second thing that I don't like about this game. I understand it's free and they need to make money, but it's this cash shop. I feel like the things in the cash shop are just kind of stupid looking. Oh, here's like a Vans top for 500, which 500 is $5. I'm pretty sure 100 is $1, so 500 is $5. You're spending $5 for just this top. And if you don't like the art style, this top is not gonna look that nice to you, right? So you spending $5 on something you probably not gonna like. I have the graphics pretty much as high as they can go. Some of the things are not turned up, but these are the graphics. Look at these shoes. They don't even look right. Like, I don't know. The graphics are pretty ugly and you're spending $5 just for the shoes. So if you want these pink Vans, you're spending $9, $10. And you know how they do nowadays with games. You need to buy like the full pack of money. Let's see. Down here, you would need to spend $10 just to get these shoes, which I know Fortnite, you know, sells shoes for, I don't know how much the shoes are on Fortnite, but at least the graphics on the shoes are better in Fortnite. They look like the actual shoe, right? They don't look like a busted version of the shoe. Also, the main progression on this game is actually loot boxes. So let's try another challenge here. We'll just do this one even, let me go somewhere else and I'll go do the challenge. All right, so we're gonna do this challenge and then I'll show you. I have to skip the AI and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it's saying flip trick over the stairs and do 4 flip tricks. So we'll do 1 flip trick there. These challenges are pretty easy too. We'll do, dang, I was trying to do a triple kick flip right there. And then we just grab all the bearings. See, these challenges aren't too hard. Sometimes they are hard for no reason, which I feel like is not intentional how hard they made it for no reason. It's only a couple challenges that I've done that's pretty hard. But anyway, you can see that I've done everything in the challenge and I've earned the credits on the top right. You see that, what my character is just freaking out right there. You see I've earned these credits on the top right. I've got 8,000 out of, I don't know why it says 8,000 out of 150. I don't know why, I don't know what that means. Anyway, I've got 8,000 credits. So then what do I spend my credits on? The main progression of this game is opening loot boxes. So each area has their own loot boxes. Now the loot boxes, you don't have to do the missions in that area to open that area's loot boxes. You just have to do missions in that area to unlock that area's loot boxes, if that made any sense. So I can earn credits in the first area and still open the boxes in the second area. It's just more so the more you level up in the second area, like I need to be level 10 in the second area to get these loot boxes. But this is your main progression. You want your skater to look a certain way, you need to be opening these loot boxes. Like I opened this box because I wanted that top that you see on the top left, the first top right there. Say I wanted, I don't know, this hoodie that's like the color burst box. I need to click on this button and I need to open the box. And then it gives you your reward and it'll randomly give you something out of the box. Now, you can't get duplicates, right? You just get whatever comes out of it randomly and until you unlock everything. There's no duplicate. So eventually you will get the thing you want out of the box. But it's so stupid. Instead of just letting people choose how they want to look by going in the shop and using the credits to buy stuff that you want to just look like how you want. You need to go through this loot box nonsense. And you see how I got 20 of this, right? This is EXP. So I actually earned XP by opening these loot boxes. And say I wanted to open, I have enough credits to open the rest of these boxes, right? It's cost 200, I have 8,000. So I have the rest to get the 12 of the 12 boxes, right? I need to sit here and do this every single time. So I'm gonna open a box. There is no way to open all boxes at once. And say you like this loot box loop. You like opening these loot boxes, you don't mind it, right? You still have to sit here and do this for every single box. And some of the boxes have more than 12 things in them. So I got the hoodie that's like the main thing in the box. It's the cover of the box. And then we're gonna open up this last one. Congratulations, you got to sit here and watch the whole animation. I got a little pattern for my skateboard. So you can see like some of them have 12, some have 11. And then towards the end, this has 44. And this is usually like, this is items you can place down in the world. I feel like this is such a dumb system, and people have complained, and I feel like rightfully so, that the loot boxes are all the way at the bottom. So like the first thing you see when you open up the shop is the top. If you want to open up the loot boxes, you need to go through all the marketing nonsense just to get to the loot boxes. And when I first started, I'm pretty sure the loot boxes were the first thing at the top. They moved it to the bottom, which is kind of like, I don't know, this is just weird corporate nonsense. And that's kind of how this game feels in a way. It kind of feels just like corporate nonsense. Like I said, I feel like somebody at the team cared about the skating, cared about the animations and how things look, but everything else just feels like typical EA nonsense. If you, not early access, but EA, the company, just nonsense. Like, why is the main progression challenges, daily challenges? So what ends up happening is every day I want to log on and I want to do the challenges so I can grind out these currency to open up the loot boxes, right? You end up doing the same challenges every day. These challenges are on a timer, so it resets, I don't know, 12 o'clock every day. I don't know when it exactly resets. It tells you the challenges rotate in 6 hours. So 6 hours from whenever it is right now, it's going to reset. Sometimes this mission won't be the challenge, it'll be something else. But what ends up happening is, say you play it for like 3 days in a row and you want to do all these challenges on the map, right? You're going to end up doing this challenge right here at some point again in the next 2 to 3 days. The challenges don't rotate. There aren't enough new challenges is what I'm trying to say. So what ends up happening is you're going to do the same thing over and over and over. And I've done these challenges a lot already. And I've only been playing for like a week or two, right? I've only have access for like a week or two. I feel like for a free game, it's fun enough, which I don't know if that's good enough. So we're gonna go ahead and do this challenge. Some of the challenges are dumb easy. Like they want me to grunt this rail and then pop shove it out. But you see what just happened right there, right? Let me see if I can play a replay. Oh, they actually won't let me play the replay while I'm in the challenge. But my character kind of just, instead of like grinding the rail, they kind of got pushed away by like the gravity, right? Let me see if I can make it happen again. I don't know if you could see it, but the character kind of gets pushed away from the rail. Oh, that's not what I want to do. That was clean though, but that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a 360 pop shove it. Yeah, you see how it kind of pushed me away from the rail a little bit? You can even see the camera move kind of. Oh, and now it prioritizes me wanting to do a wall ride. That happens sometimes too. Oh, it didn't. Weird. It's not doing what I want it to do. I feel like that happens a lot. So instead of prioritizing me grinding the rail, it's like, nah, let's wall ride instead. Which I feel like, why is it doing that? It wanted to do it right there too. And sometimes these challenges are hard because the game won't listen to your calls. Like, why is it wanting the wall ride? Why is it doing this? And I have to do this challenge all in one sequence to get the point. So there we go. And then it didn't do the shove it, even though I know that I did it, but let's see. Well, there we go. And so I did it all in one sequence. It was kind of ugly, but yeah, this is a weird game. I don't know. And I'm kind of talking a lot of mess about it, but it's fun though. I like playing it. Like I can see myself logging in every now and then and just skating around doing the challenges, seeing what's going on if they add events and stuff like that. But at the same time, the story mode is just a long tutorial. It's not really that fun to do. It's just kind of like, here's a tutorial on each area. The voice acting is really bad. Like they're talking about footy. One of the things characters are talking about footy. Oh, footy. It's a slang term for footage. Which one, I don't think people are saying like, oh, come look at this footy. I don't think people are saying that in real life. It's real like poser type nonsense, right? And two, you don't need to explain what footy means. That's what I'm talking about. Like the voice acting on this game just is, it's so bad. A big part of this game is like the parkour too. So how can I explain it? Where can I do it like a good spot I could do it at? So I could try it here. If I wanted to wall run, you know, I could run on a wall. You can even run sideways on a wall. Like I didn't do it correctly, but let me see if I could try to do it. Like mirror's edge almost. If you run at a wall at an angle, you can like sideways run off the wall. But you can see I'm climbing, right? This is a main part of the gameplay too. They want you to like parkour to different areas to find new spots, I guess. So I could parkour way up here, and there's a whole like, how do you say it? Like a parkour tricking system, if that makes any sense. So I can do front flips and back flips. I can slide on the ground. I could slide. I could roll. I could like roll and jump. You can slide like that. You can dive in the air and then slide. You can roll. And I feel like this is what they kind of made the game for. Uh-oh, I'm pretty stuck. At some point, Skate became more about how ridiculous can the tricks look than about how cool can you make this pop shove it look. I remember playing bonk. I remember playing Skate 1, Skate 2, getting so hyped that I just like, oh my god, I just kickflipped into a grind, right? That was like some of the hypest things you can do when the first Skate came out, especially coming off of like Tony Hawk, which you're doing just the most ridiculous things in Tony Hawk, which was fun at the time. And then Skate was like, all right, let's try to keep it grounded, and you're gonna just do a kickflip, you're gonna just do like a 360 flip, and that's it. You're gonna do a pop shove it and it's gonna feel good. And it did at the time. Doing like a kickflip into a grind, that was dope at the time. But now I feel like Skate 3 had came out, people were doing, you know, speed glitches and the most ridiculous things, which is cool if they wanted to do that, but that's what this new Skate seems like they trying to lean into. Most of the challenges in the game are actually just like, do this line and that's it. A normal line. Like it'll have you've seen the challenges that I did, but it'll have you like, oh, do a kickflip into a thing in one sequence, into a manual, into whatever the heck, right? There's also the side of this game that is pretty ridiculous. Let me find a challenge that's ridiculous. Also, you see how there's like other people walking around? There's like this dude right here, that dude right here. You actually don't see them during the challenges, which if you're doing challenges most of the time, I feel like that defeats the purpose of the game being always online. If you can't see other people for the most part, that's pretty stupid. All right, so they have these challenges in the game, which the challenge is straight up like land in this spot, spread eagle into the fire escape, torpedo onto the fire truck or to the food truck, right? Dive onto the table. So they want me to just dive onto the table, which I missed, but you know, that's what they want you to do. And some of these challenges are a little bit harder, where they require you to like caveman onto a spot and then do something ridiculous. But I feel like this is what the game kind of leaning into a little bit more, the ridiculousness of like Skate 3 than anything else. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like the game. It's cool, but something about it just feels too corporate. Also, I landed that. That's pretty crazy. Something about it just feels too like, oh, we don't want to put a budget into a full Skate game, but maybe we can get some, you know, people are asking for a new Skate game, so maybe we can make a free one and just sell cosmetics and make as much money as possible from people buying cosmetics. I know a lot of people aren't happy with that. Some people don't care and are saying, you know, the game is free, so what do you expect? But no one asked them to make the game free. I guess that's the other thing. No one asked for that, and that's what they gave us, so that's what it is. And now this is what we have. We'll see if the game even lasts, you know what I mean? Or if the servers is just gonna shut down and then we no longer have a skate game to play, which that would suck if that's the case. And I feel like it might end up happening because when is EA just gonna get tired of it? You know what I mean? We don't know what the possibilities are when it comes to that. I hope it don't happen because I actually like Skate, and you know, there's a lot of people that love Skate. I feel like this game has a chance to fail. I feel like they need to change the art style, number one. I feel like that's one of the biggest things so far that is like a turnoff to this game is the art style. Like, why do the characters look like this? I feel like the world looks okay if it's just a little bland, but the characters look so bad and the stuff in the cash shop is so bad that it's gonna turn people off from me wanting to play it. Just looking at the game, it don't matter how good the skating is, you know, they're gonna see ugly characters and they're just gonna not even want to play the game. Anyway, that's kind of just my thoughts because now I'm like rambling and just skating the same mega ramp over and over. But that's my thoughts on the game. I like it. I think it's fun. I don't think it's gonna last long term, and I feel like they're making questionable decisions. The story kind of sucked. The art style sucked. It's a weird game, and I don't know how to feel about it. If you guys watched the video to the end of me just rambling about the Skate game, let me know if you actually want to see more videos on this game. Maybe I could try to do some of the more ridiculous stuff that people do on YouTube, check people out and see what they do. I don't know. Maybe I'll make videos on this game or something. Just let me know if you guys actually want to see more of what this game is about while I roll down the street. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.